always in the building. Now they're cheering him on. Proud mom and dad. Here we go. Now initiating in. Good straight line approach. Brad Dan comes out of angle. He is riding the wall. That's not where you want to be. You just want that back bumper, not that driver's side. Rome Charpentier does need to complete the entirety of this run. He will have an advantage. Brad Dan Burkett having issues. He crawls his way. Tail between his legs.
Yeah, man. Look, everything looks so good for Rad Dan all the way through practice. Really.
James. So Dan Burkett will lead. He chased him down. Rome did finish it out, so he has a major advantage here. Rad Dan, and we've seen this. We said, hey, run your run. What's going to happen? So yeah, he needs to have a good lead run, and he needs a mistake from Rome Charpentier. There goes Rad Dan initiating. Rome Charpentier give himself quite a bit of room there. Is that strategy or is that a mistake? I would say that he's still. Whoa, buddy! Rad Dan throws some more angle at a massive angle, exceeding the track line, but that's going to be 2 tires, or maybe just 1. But just that wall hit, looks like Rome does keep it together, and he will have an advantage. Rome flirting with shut it down there before.
Straight at the end of it, but judges now come out with their verdict.
And there it is officially, Rome Charpentier. Money says nobody talks about the front tires. I mean, they're running the same manufacturer front to back, but how big of a role does that play? And that was something he brought up on the podium with his victory. So we'll see if it landed well here on a very abrasive track here. I mean, it's like 5 grit sandpaper. It eats them alive. And look at that, Freddie. I mean, just no doubt the placement of that car, and just so settled. The car is stuck to it like a Dyson vacuum. Now, oh, buddy! And just as I talk about that, looks like Freddie shut it down. That's Unity shutting it down. Said he misshifted. So there is a big hill to climb for Federic Aasbo. Stuckey has the clean air. This is a favorable position for Stuckey to take down the 3-time champion and current points leader in that tied position. Stuckey into that first outside zone, no big deal. Doesn't exactly get an outside zone 2, but that's going to be enough with that incomplete for Federic Aasbo. Pass one clip, one more last outside zone. He is taking down the former champ of Federic Aasbo.
Yeah.
There it is, just like that. What an
massive shakeup here.
And there it is, Federic Aasbo knocked out Daniel Stuckey. And that one was wildly highlighted in that third outside zone, tapping the wall, misshift. There it goes. So here we go with the one more spread, but then something like this happens.
Yeah.
All right, so here goes Tommy Lemaire out front. Rudy Hansen in the chase position. You can see a good angle there from Tommy Lemaire. Look at that jump. You can see there's a little hop there at the tail end of the outside zone 1. Popping through the smoke is Rudy Hansen. Not as close as he needs to be. Now past that inside clip, transitioning back and around. In that last outside zone, Rudy Hansen just bathing and marinating in that smoke. Look like something off your grill there, homeboy. Here we go. Battle at hand. Rudy Hansen, Tommy Lemaire. The second half of this battle is one going to rise for the occasion and move on. Hansen out front initiates. Tommy Lemaire, good proximity, gives him a little bit of room. You can see him inching closer. Rudy Hansen at speed. Coming into that power alley. Great angle there from Smash. Now into that third outside zone. Tommy Lemaire hung it out a little too long. Saw him grip up, escaping that third outside zone past the inside clip. Both transitioning flawlessly into that outside zone 4. Well done. An exclamation point, but some mistakes in the middle. So a bit of
incredible that team got that together.
All right, Tommy Lemaire, Rudy Hansen looks like TLO. Tommy Lemaire. I think just him as a driver, coming from Norway just a few moons ago, and the way the Super setup is definitely, it is a competitor. Here we go, Ryan Turk talking about his setup and what he needs to do. And look at both these cars, very settled. It's all Toyota battle. Ryan Turk, that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla now coming into the into the third. Simon comes up way short on the third outside zone. Giving him all the praise like you do. And now in that last outside zone, there goes Ryan. He said he loves his track. Obviously, the track loves him.
Yeah, he looks really
205 feet, breaking a world record. The largest jump on a V-twin ramp-to-ramp at Sturgis last weekend, so that was awesome. Rockstar energy. Right now, it's all Norway versus America. Toyota versus Toyota. The Mark V Super of Simon Olsen out front. Settled. Look at that. That lip almost dragging, pulling that right wheel off the ground. Into the power alley. Great proximity for Ryan Turk. Looks like he comes up a bit short. Little failure to launch on the transition from Ryan Turk. Not as dramatic as we saw from Simon Olsen. The placement of Olsen right now, really well done. Again, little mistakes here and there, but he parked the Supra, went to Odie's camp, and now here it is, a one more time across the board. Yeah, gets Z. Gonna be cranking some Neft and Nos after this. Hopefully on the box, we'll see. Or is it gonna be Jonathan Hurst? Forsberg initiates. Comes out of it a little bit, but then sticks it to the wall. Jonathan Hurst a little bit lower there. Good proximity, some wavering from the Cadillac, pulling that front right tire off into the second outside zone, into the power alley. 20 years Chris has been coming here, has been on the box, would love to do it again. Transition down to the last outside zone. Good transition from both the drivers. Jonathan Hurst dropping into formation, but you can see just some wavering in that chase position. The car right now, the task at hand, Jonathan Hurst will lead. Chris Forsberg giving chase. We do have the second half of this battle right here, right now, and one more battle after this, Turk and Olsen, and that'll complete the 32. Right now, it is Hurst out front, the Mr. Cool Cadillac. Look at way more settled out front, Jonathan Hurst. And that allows Chris Forsberg to drop in. And Jonathan Hurst, you can see that little left foot brake coming into the power alley, escaping that second outside zone. Forsberg dives out of the smoke, comes up shallow as Hurst was deep in that third outside zone. Proximity, now transitioning that last outside zone goes Hurst. And you can hear that thing firing off, the loudest car.
To gain that proximity.
One more time, a Chris Forsberg vote, and a Chris Forsberg gets the win. Ryan Turk going against Simon Olsen. A one more time battle. This Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla, the hot hatchback. This thing has no room for error. That back bumper is a sliver, so he's going to try to stick it to the wall and keep on keeping on. Here goes Ryan Turk, already taking him to Applebee's here on that first initiation. Simon Olsen inching his way closer and closer, kind of like a mirror, like a cat just lurking in the shadows. Simon shuts it down, very shallow from 2 to 3, past an inside clip. And Olsen, a one more time battle. This Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla, the hot hatchback. This thing has no room for error. That back bumper is a sliver, so he's going to try to stick it to the wall and keep on keeping on. Here goes Ryan Turk, already taking him to Applebee's here on that first initiation. Simon Olsen inching his way closer and closer, kind of like a mirror, like a cat just lurking in the shadows. Simon shuts it down, very shallow from 2 to 3, past an inside clip. Ryan Turk, massive advantage here over the Norwegian driver. So
right now for Simon Olsen, who's just got to lay down a complete heater of a lead run. And for Ryan Turk, his spotter's going to be telling him where that mistake was. Turk can't be too far back. These two drivers now initiate out to that wall.
All right, here we go. So thank you so much, Simon Olsen, Ryan Turk. And Simon Olsen initiates, good angle there from Simon. Now Ryan Turk dropping in formation. And Ryan puts the car in the right place. Again, he needs to do just enough because Simon didn't have that large mistake, and it looks like one more outside zone, and it's going to be Ryan Turk's victory unofficially. But all signs are saying it is Ryan Turk that overall getting emotional on the podium. You know, he's expecting his second kid, a great husband, father, and now a winner in the top 32. The Rockstar Energy